Happy birthday to me. Yes, in 2 days on December 19th, it is going to be my 53rd birthday. Yes, I actually admitted that on video because I really, you know what? It's just a number. I'm totally fine admitting how old I am going to be. And because my birthday is right next to Christmas, I am wearing my Rudy the reindeer sweater, which you can't see anyway, so I'm just going to take it off because it's hot. I thought it was going to be super festive, but you can't see most of it, so we're just going to screw that. This video is gonna be totally off the cuff. So if that's not what the kind of video you like to watch, if you want something that's very specific, very scripted, go ahead and turn it off right now because that's not going to be this one. I promise. This is my birthday celebration and it's my party. I can cry if I want to, or I can just ramble on if I want to. And I kind of think that might be a little bit of what I do today. Part of the reason that I don't have something better planned for this video is because when I looked up all of the ideas for birthday celebration videos, I've done a lot of them already, and none of them were really grabbing me as like, wow, that looks really like a cool idea or something special. I mean, between celebrating my birthday and celebrating the anniversary channel, I've done most of them, so nothing felt great. And on top of that, because I am leaving tomorrow, which is yesterday, so I'm leaving on Tuesday, this is going out on Wednesday, my birthday is on Friday, it's being recorded on Monday. Did you follow all that? Anyway, I don't have a lot of time to prepare something more amazing and spectacular anyway. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm just going to chat. I'm just going to kind of talk about whatever comes to mind and pretend like I'm drinking a little something, something, and have some good times. Hopefully you enjoy getting to know me a little bit better through this process, and it's a little bit of fun. So yes. Anyway, I did want to share a little bit about some of my personal, morals, beliefs, mindsets around crochet and the crochet community. And this is going to be kind of like a little bit of a peek inside. And I'm probably not going to do a whole lot of editing, so you're getting some seriously raw stuff. When I first started this channel, it was called Off the Hook Crochet. If you've been around since then, you are freaking amazing. Thank you. I appreciate you so, so, so much. I named it Off the Hook Crochet because I wanted to let myself off the hook. I wanted anything goes, no rules, just do whatever felt right in the moment. And that meant in my channel as well as in what I crochet. So if somebody says, well, you're not supposed to crochet with that yarn, I don't care. I'm going to crochet with that yarn, or at least I'm going to try. I mean, it might not be successful, but I'm going to at least try, right? You got to try. And so I love to experiment with yarn, which is probably one of the reasons why I started the whole Crochet Swatch Saturday series, because I love to experiment with different yarns and see how they feel and what they look like. And there was just this huge gap in the market for what a crochet swatch looks like of each individual yarn. There's tons of knit swatches, but not a lot of crochet. Why is the word crochet so hard to say? Why? Tell me that. It is like knit. crochet. It's just awful. I hate that word. I love to do it. I hate the word. And so I wanted to kind of fill that market a little bit with the Crochet Swatch Saturdays and put some crochet swatches out there in the world. If you haven't seen those, I really encourage you to check them out. I do post all of those on Instagram, and I have started actually posting them all on Ravelry as well. So you can see all of the swatches if you look up that yarn on Ravelry, you'll see pictures of my swatches on there as well. So I thought that would be a fun way to kind of get that message out there as well. And yeah, I have no idea where I was going with that, and that's okay, because I'm letting myself off the hook. So my thought process here is I don't want to have any specific rules in crochet. I am totally fine if I have to frog something a million times, as long as I'm learning something in the process. I am totally okay if I started out doing amigurumi and decide that's not for me. Now I want to do garments, but now I also want to do something else. It's all good. I'm okay with everything. And while I certainly have preferences, I hope that as a community, we can sort of bust through this idea that things have to look a certain way. It's just, I don't know, the world's too small for that. The world's too big for that. The world's too... There's too much stress in the world for all of that. So I think we need to give each other a little bit of latitude. And somebody says, I like to use the inexpensive yarn. It has to be as cheap as possible, and that's what I'm going to use. But I prefer using something that is a little bit higher end to maybe the middle high end, but not the really high end. Then I can be okay with somebody else using the cheap yarn. I mean, really, why do I have to judge what they're gonna use? I don't use that yarn for personal reasons. It's scratchy to me. It bothers me. It's a sensitivity issue. But if I could get away with it, I certainly would. And on the other end, I don't fault anybody that wants to use really nice high-end hand-dyed yarns. If they have the money to do that, then more power to them. Go for it. And, we spend too much time judging what other people do. Way too much time doing that. And I just think we should just, let people be people. Let crocheters be crocheters. If you don't like the way I do it, that's okay. You are not me. We're getting a new car. Fingers crossed. I hate putting it out there because it's not a done deal. The ink is not dry yet, and it's not a brand new car. It's a new to us car. We're supposed to be picking it up on Thursday, which will be tomorrow as this video comes out. And my mother said to me, "Oh, I don't like flat color cars. Like the color that we're getting, it's a matte, it's flat, it's not glossy." She goes, "I prefer the glossy." And I told her, well, it's a good thing you're not driving it, because really that's what it comes down to. Your opinion only matters to you. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, I might listen to it, I might hear you, but at the end of the day, I'm going to do what I want to do. If I want to make these jackets or hats or whatever I want to make, I get to make it. I get to make it with whatever yarn I want to use. I get to use whatever hooks I want to use. If I want to totally break all the rules, I get to break all the rules. And that's the great thing about this being a creative process, is there are rules that we get to learn things by, but then once we get to a certain point, we get to break those rules and say, I'm going to make it my way. I'm going to use my hooks. I'm going to use this yarn instead of that yarn. And I have done that, and I've had some failures. I have I have used a worsted weight thick and thin yarn, which is that yarn that in some places it's thick and then in other places it's thin, on a pattern that calls for a DK weight yarn. And I thought, well, I'll just, do a size down and it'll be okay. It's not okay. It's terrible. I thought it was going to be great. I thought I was going to totally fall in love with it. It was going to be perfect. No, it's terrible. And that's okay, because I learned something. I learned that particular combination does not work. Doesn't mean that I can't do it for another one, or another pattern or something like that. It's an experimentation process, and that is what I love about it, and just the creative outlet to it. I released a video last week, was it last week? Recently, about why I don't do markets, why I don't sell my jackets at markets. And one of the things I don't know that I made really clear in that video is that I don't have any issues with people selling things at markets. It's just not for me. It's not the right fit for where I want to be, for why I want to be there. None of it is, it just doesn't make sense for me. So, I'm not going to do markets, and that's okay. It's okay if you do want to do markets and you do them. That's okay too. When I do my yarn reviews, I have some yarns that I absolutely do not like. I'm just not a fan of them. But that doesn't mean you don't love those yarns, and that's totally okay too. I just think that we spend too much time saying that you have to think the way that I think. And no matter what opinion I put out into the world, I don't ever want somebody thinking that my opinion is the only opinion that matters. Because I can only take what I've experienced and base an opinion based on that. I haven't experienced what you have, so I can't formulate an opinion based on your experiences. And I don't have a right to. So I think it's just a great opportunity for us to say, hey, I've got my opinion, but you know what? There's a phrase, maybe I shouldn't share it on here, but opinions are like those holes on the bottom of our bodies. We all have one. I think there's more to it than that, but it's all good. I'm rambling. Oh wait, I was going to ramble. This was going to be a totally rambling video without any rhyme or reason whatsoever. So just a little bit of an opportunity to get to know me and the world that I live in, I guess. It's all fun. I want to say I am a little less than 250 subscribers away from 1,000 subscribers. And if you're not familiar, in the YouTube universe, 1,000 subscribers is a huge milestone, because that means that you can monetize your videos. Up until that point, I don't make any money off of my videos. Even then, it's like pennies a month, until you get much, much bigger. But it's just kind of that badge of honor to say, you hit 1,000 subscribers. So I'm kind of excited about that. I hope that it happens soon. I do not anticipate that it'll happen between now and the end of the year, because that's only like 2 weeks away. And on average, I gain about 50 new subscribers a month. So hopefully it happens a little bit faster than that, because that would be another 5 months. I would love to see it happen by the end of March. So I'm going to kind of put that as a little bit of a goal. Now, I do this more for my own enjoyment, my own pleasure. So if it doesn't get there anytime soon, I'm okay with that. I just enjoy the process of sharing a little bit of my world with you. And hopefully I'm putting out content that you enjoy too. And spreading a little bit of goodness and a little bit of fun and a little bit of happiness along the way. And yeah, you know what? I think that's good enough for today. I'm going to wrap it up. I just want to say thank you all so much for being there. And if I don't get to you and you wish me a happy birthday in the comments, thank you so much. I am spending time with my granddaughter right now, but I will get to all of your comments as soon as I can in the next few days to a week or so, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much. You are awesome.